All right, we're going to walk through troubleshooting this. And so this has been submitted. And when we go look at the tasks, it says one of the two checks are complete. So it's satisfied half of it. And if we ran this thing, it'd say, all right, I'll give you 50% because that's 1 out of 2. That's half of it. But we need to dig to find out what it is that's a problem. And what we need to look at is, let's look over here on the left. And they tell us for this test case, says program outputs correctly. It's not saying that's what happened. It's saying that's what it's looking for. Here's what the output looks like. So if we ran it over here, well, it's not letting me run it because I've got a recording control sitting right over the top of it that won't let me run it there. But nevertheless, this is what we see if it output over here. Now, down here below, we see blue and we see red. Blue is what it expects, and these are red because they're not matching what it's supposed to be. Now, when you look, well, that's the same thing. I see the same thing in blue as I see in red. That's not your output. That's just saying it looked for it and didn't find that. Here's your output. So we have to interpret what it's looking for here and how it relates to this. So with that said, let's look at this. And for this first line, it says \s, \s, \s. That means 3 spaces. Let's come and look and see what we've got. So that first line, I put my insertion point there after the quote. 1, 2, only got 2 spaces. Let me put a third one in there. And then what is it? It's followed by those X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got 6 X's there. And then what's it got after that? Nothing. So we've got spaces after it that we don't need. So I took care of that. Let's see what it's doing. Now that line's satisfied. So with that said, let's take step by step. Space X. Space, yep, X. So we're good there. How many spaces in between the X's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll insert 7 and 8. There's the X, and there's nothing after it, so I don't want a space after the X. Let's see how that one turned out. Golden. So that's the logic. Understand what it's looking for, give it what it's looking for, and we can watch it step by step get addressed. So we'll just go through these step by step. How many spaces? 1, 2, 3. The word stop. 1, 2, 3, and then an X. So we have 1, 2, 3. Add 1. 1, 2, add 1. Let's check that third one. Now the third one's happy. If I go through and I format this the way that it's looking for it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then an X. Well, that's what I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then an X. No space after. I jumped ahead there. Boom. They're all happy. Okay? So that's the trick that we need to be able to do, is to find out what the problem is, why is it a problem, and understand how to address it. This is one of the most important things for you to learn in this course, is being able to identify the problem, understand why it's a problem, and understand how to resolve it. So with this, we understand what those \s's mean. That's an escape sequence that tells us \s is a space key. hit the space bar. \T is a tab, hitting the tab key. Okay? So that's where we're at. And this is a common problem with this exercise, spacing. All right? But once we know how to address what it is that it's looking for, now when I click show details here, they're all blue because that's what it's looking for. Now they're all green because it found what it was looking for. This is just displaying what it is that's being output. Okay? All right, gang. We'll see you soon.